growing up, European family, parents came into Australia in the late 50s, typical straight off the boat, you know, no education whatsoever, so basically learning how to work for their money. So growing up seeing my father doing that 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, I didn't want to go down that path, so I wanted to change the way I did things different to the way my parents did and the way they wanted to bring us up. You know, my father always said to my older brother, you know, study hard, work hard, go to university, get a piece of paper, get a degree, work, save, you know, and have a family. And I didn't want to go down that path. As much as I, you know, want to have a family, which is what I have, I didn't want to work for my money. So being the black sheep of the family, I decided to do things differently. And that's where investing came into it. My family has never invested. They don't understand what it is. They think everything is risky. They think everyone's out there to take your money. Nothing works other than you work for your money. So, you know, stepping out of my comfort zone and into the unknown of going to seminars and listening to speakers talking about different ways to generate wealth. We all know that there are people out there that are doing these seminars. We know that about 90% of them are full of it, but there is that 10% that will, you know, help and guide you, and it's basically finding that 10% of that person that's going to be the right person for you. So this is what I did. I decided to not go down the path of the way my father wanted me to go down. My mother stayed at home to look after my brother and I. They had that one house. They worked all their lives to pay that one house off, you know, and I didn't want to do that. So from a young age, I started working because that's what I was pushed to do. I didn't qualify for university, college or TAFE because, you know, it was, I was a bit of a, being the youngest, a bit of a rebel. Wanted to be out there, women, girls, hanging out, doing all that sort of stuff, cars, driving, spending my money on cars. But then I realised if I don't do something different today, I won't have that later on in life. So I decided to educate myself, stop what I was doing, not spend the money, save that money, educate myself. I started off in property, realised I hit a brick wall, couldn't do anything more with property because no serviceability, as we all know. So I started investing on the stock market. I started gambling and trading on the markets with options and forex and commodities and all these different other strategies, but quickly realised that the only people making money out of those strategies were the brokers and the people selling me the educational courses. So I understand the perception is out there that everyone who's selling something is just out for your money. But like I said, 90% I would say are ruthless people out there that are doing that, but there is the 10% who are out to look after you as well. Now, I had to find the right strategy and the right person, and I did. And that in 1999 changed my life. At the age of 28 in 2003, I was able to semi-retire, left for the corporate world for good, built up a nice pool of income, and use that to reinvest into other streams of income so it's not purely in one vehicle, being the stock market. Diversified into property, diversified into the childcare industry, and from there built more cash, put that back into the market to generate more cash flow, threw into other streams of income and rotated, and that was the cycle. And 19 years later, this is where I am at the age of 44 right now, but I look 34, right? I teach people around the world 8 months of the year. 4 months of the year though, I'm on holidays with my family around the world where I don't have to get out of bed and money works for me. So, you know, being able to enjoy something and having a meal at this time of day when everyone is out working for their money, guess what? Taking action, taking steps, doing things that most people don't to then achieve a result that most people will never achieve. That's what life is about, and this is where I am today.